Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. It's Georgie. I have a very upsetting read to do today. I feel that I have to do it. It's been constantly on my mind and kept me awake last night. It's regarding these poor souls who are in this submersible, this Titanic submersible that is, missing. Oh, as somebody who has quite severe claustrophobia, just the thought of this could almost bring on a panic attack. It is truly dreadful. These 5 people, including one of the men, took his 19-year-old son with him. So you have 5 people, one of which was is the the CEO or the main person at the events company. Yes, so 5 people on board this this pod, this little this little capsule, basically a cylinder operated basically, and not to sound too dismissive, but operated by a joystick. That's all it has really to navigate it. It's a very, very simple thing, very complicated, but very simple at the same time. No luxury on board there at all. They are basically just sitting, I would imagine, cross-legged, 5 people, sort of one behind the other, as I understand it, with very, very little room, just portholes to look out of, and extremely confined in there. And down they go. The actual depth that they got to, I don't know, but after about an hour and 45 minutes on Sunday, into the dive, this little pod, this little cylinder, just went missing. There was no feedback. There was no communication with the ship that was above, the boat that was above. So we're an hour and 45 minutes into it and nothing has happened. So I'm just going to illustrate with the cards. I don't really want to ask questions. I want to see what the cards tell me. So an hour and 45 minutes into this pod, going down into these horrifically deep waters, an hour and 45 minutes later, there's no contact. So let me see what the Light Seers Tarot can tell me. Well, heartbreaking. Ace of Cups in reverse. Ace of Cups, this is your love, your most positive card in the deck. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Well, no communication. You can imagine the absolute terror, the absolute emotion, both above water and below, the fear, the draining out of every possible emotion that you have, realizing that you are underwater and there's no connection to the surface, and vice versa. You are above and you've lost connection with what's below. Total fear, total emotional breakdown over this for everybody involved. So we're an hour and 45 minutes into this, and it doesn't go missing, it's down there, but they can't communicate with it. Now, it has oxygen on board. It has enough for an emergency, I think it's 96 hours of oxygen, but this has provided everybody's calm and everybody's breathing in a calm, relaxed manner. So talk to me about this oxygen that's on board, this oxygen facility. 2 of Cups, yes, provided they're calm, provided that they have this sort of loving, calm, peaceful approach, then yes, of course, the oxygen will last for 96 hours. This is the way it should be. This would have been an extremely oh, can you imagine to be that deep underwater and see this wreck? I would imagine that everybody, it would almost be like being in a meditative state, wouldn't it? You would see this and you'd be in awe of it. And I think that would be just so relaxing, seeing the coral and everything. That is the way it should have been, the most wonderful, wonderful experience. But what was it? What was it? Not are they panicking? What a stupid question, but show me the opposite to this one. Temperance, no, I don't have the opposite. I have calmness, I have peacefulness. This really surprises me because, wow, I can only imagine being locked in this cylinder. Remember, this is not something that has an escape hatch. Even if it did have an escape hatch, they wouldn't be able to use it at those depths. They'd be totally crushed. This is something that's bolted and sealed from the outside. They have no way of getting out. And even if they could release themselves, as I say, the actual weight of the water would totally crush them. I'm going to leave those to one side because this is the calmness. This is calmness. This is the initial fearful reaction, but this is calmness. And I just want to come back to that at a later stage. So they are in this pod. And the only way really to detect where they are is using sonar, which is what they're doing at the moment. So sonar, please. Ace of Wands, yes, I mean, this is their hope. Wands are, you know, the hope or the passion. We can do this. Sonar is the best way of trying to locate this. Sonar acts on listening. So listening for any sound from this little cylinder, any sound that perhaps the people inside might be making, tapping, or any sound that the actual vehicle itself might be listening. Ace of Wands, this is their best, their most passionate thought about how they can find these people, how they can find this submersible is with sonar. So this is where the passion is, and the focus in the head is on sonar. So they say that there is no vehicle that can actually rescue at this depth. You know, they've got vehicles that can get down there, submersibles, other submersibles, they can get down there. But you see, the difficulty is they can't sort of lock onto a seal and get the people out. You know, these people are locked in it. And there doesn't appear to be any actual anything from the Navy or any other place that can, some of them can get down that deep, but it appears that nothing has the facility to actually rescue at that depth. Is that correct? Strength. Yes, I mean, they have vehicles, you know, very capable people that can get down to this depth. But how do you rescue this vehicle? I mean, even if you can find it with sonar, you know, and they have these very sort of clever people and these amazing ships that can get down, submersibles that can get down there. And, you know, they're developed by incredibly strong people. And, you know, they have like all of the intuition to do it, and all of the kind strength. Everyone is sort of working together with this. The strength card I see here is, you know, people clubbing together. You've got people from France and England and obviously America and Canada. Everyone is putting their heads together and being as strong as they can be for these people in this cylinder, in this little submersible, and they're being as strong as they can be. But regarding an actual, we can say recovery, but regarding an actual rescue, King of Swords, this is the Truth card. The King of Swords, anybody that is being interviewed that knows about this situation, you know, the people of the Navy, people who are involved with submersibles, if you listen to what they say, the actual chance of rescuing these people is 0 to none. They can locate it with the sonar. That's their best chance of locating it. And people are working together and being very, very strong, and great community of people, you know, trying to get the very best effort to locate this. But this is all this is. It's a location thing, because the King of Swords, you know, I think that the message going out is you must expect the worst with this. I'm going to come back to these two cards, this Two of Cups and Temperance, in a moment. So let me just put these up here. I want to look at possibilities of what could have happened here. So basically they lost the ability to control this cylinder, this submersible. They lost the ability to control it in whatever way. They lost the ability to control it. King of Wands, okay. Let's have a look at, it became trapped among the wreckage. It became trapped among the wreckage of the Titanic. Six of Swords. The pressure hold failed. So, you know, the pressure went, in which case it probably would have imploded. Okay, and then we'll have a look at, it's actually floated to the surface. The buoyancy has taken over and it has floated to the surface, and they're somewhere on the surface. No, okay. All right, so let's go over these one by one. The first one that I got here, the question to that one was, they've lost the ability to control it. Now, this is the King of Wands, and funnily enough, it's under the Ace of Wands. So the King of Wands is sort of the passionate card. This to me at the moment seems like they've lost the ability to control it. They've tried everything, everything under the water, everything above the water. King of Wands, they've been so obviously so passionate, so dedicated to try and get this vehicle back in control, but the control has gone. But they've worked so hard to try and secure this, to try and get the controls back. So let's have a look at the other one. I said they've become trapped. Well, the Six of Swords is moving. Look how this boat is moving from choppy waters into calmer waters. This is in reverse. This boat is going nowhere. No, it's not a boat, it's a submersible, but it's going nowhere. It's stopped. It's going nowhere. So the pressure hold failed, and you know, maybe it has imploded. The world, I don't believe that this has actually imploded, that, you know, they have that the vehicle has crumpled and you know, crushed them. I don't believe that has happened. I think that their physical bodies are intact. I think that their actual physical bodies are intact inside this vehicle, inside this pod. So I don't believe that it's exploded, imploded. I don't think so. And then I had, well, you know, has it floated to the surface? Because this is also a possibility, a remote one, but they can do things, get rid of ballast, and this little pod can sort of float to the surface. The Sun in reverse, no. Okay, so I don't believe that it's imploded. I believe that their bodies are intact. And I don't believe that it's come to the surface. You know, this is the Sun in reverse, is no illumination. If that had come to the surface, it would have been this way up. Look, it is there. It is there. You just need to fly those planes and find this little pod floating somewhere in that massive body of water, and you'll find it. No, I don't believe that is the case. So we're looking at these two here. It's lost its ability to be controlled, or for them to control it. For the King of Wands, this passionate man who is down there, this owner of the company or director of the company, whatever he is, this is your King of Wands. This is the man who adores this vehicle, who knows this vehicle inside out. He has lost the ability to control it, and so it isn't going anywhere. I see this as sunk. It's sunk. I don't think that it's actually become trapped within the Titanic. I don't think that's happened, but it's sunk right the way down to the very, very bottom of this seabed, which is about 4,000 meters deep. God bless them. We are Wednesday now. We're Wednesday UK time, about 7 o'clock in the morning. Their oxygen is getting incredibly low now. They seem to be, yeah, this was the other thing I wanted to go back on. Two of Cups and Temperance. I don't know how these men are doing it. I don't believe that they are dead at the moment. I don't believe that they have passed or that they have been drowned or that the pod has exploded, imploded. I don't know how they are keeping their sanity down there, but I see great peace in this. Now, it could be that their oxygen has run out and, you know, they're at peace because of that. And, you know, you could see this Temperance card as, you know, not actually being around anymore because the oxygen has already been used. But either way, these are cards of calm. Oh my God, I'm so sorry for this. As for the rights and wrongs of this little vehicle being allowed to do these things, these people spent hundreds of thousands of dollars doing this. Oh, I don't know what you think. Well, what can I say? I can't say any more than that. The cards have said what I've asked them to say. They've illustrated what has happened, I believe. Let me know what you think. And as I say, I'm not going into the rights and wrongs of this. This isn't the time to do that. But this is my opinion using the cards, that these people have remained extremely stoic during this. They have been incredibly stoic, as stoic as you can be. This calmness tells me that they may already have passed, that oxygen due to increased breathing has already gone. Their bodies are intact, I believe. I don't believe this has imploded and it hasn't floated. It's heartbreaking, and I think we're looking at saying, may you rest in peace. My thoughts go out to everybody involved in the search and rescue, or the search mission, recovery mission on this. I don't think it will be a recovery, but locating with the sonar where this vehicle is. And of course, deepest sympathy to the families of these poor people that are on board this vehicle. You take care, love each other, and life is very precious. And if you choose to do these very risky things, you know, you do sign your life away. And it appears that they have done that. You take care. Bye-bye.